So these are pads. Pads are flat pieces of material that fit around the axle system of the yo-yo. They have two sides. One side is adhesive and sticks to the yo-yo, and the other side is the material that actually grabs onto the string. There are two kinds of pads. They come in either a type of fabric or silicone. Fabric is good for varying levels of response, meaning it can be very responsive when pads are new, especially when you're using both pads, or they can be unresponsive, like if you're just using one pad or you cut one pad in half. They're easy to modify, they're easy to change in and out. However, they can cause blackening of the string. They might not be sufficiently responsive for certain yo-yos, and they're not quite as durable as silicone. Silicone pads are the same substance used for flowable silicone, which we'll see in a later video. The advantages to silicone pads are that they're extremely durable and long-lasting. They have a high grip for tight binds, and as well as being fairly unresponsive for advanced play. However, the disadvantage to silicone is that with some yo-yos it won't work at all. One special note to make before buying pads for your yo-yo is whether or not your yo-yo is recessed or unrecessed. One way to know is to open up your yo-yo, take out the response system, and take a look and see just how deep the response system groove goes. Some yo-yos have no groove at all, or even no indentation at all. These are called non-recessed yo-yos. If it has a slight groove, these are called pad recessed. If it's a very deep one, it's called grooved or just simply recessed. You need to know this before buying your pad. This last example here is what's called grooved or just simply recessed. What that means is the spot where the pad goes is much deeper than the surface of the yo-yo. This particular yo-yo was made for an O-ring, however certain pads will fit in this groove. Now I'm going to talk about the qualities of each pad on our site individually. We'll start with Duncan friction stickers. Duncan friction stickers are a layer of silicone over fabric, but we still refer to them as fabric pads. They are made specifically for Duncan yo-yos, however they are easily modified for other yo-yos. Two pads will make it responsive and one pad will make it unresponsive. Next are Duncan silicone stickers. These stickers are entirely silicone, unlike the friction stickers, and they are available in two sizes. We have the size for Duncan-sized bearings and the size for large-sized bearings. These stickers are less responsive than the friction stickers, but they are longer lasting and just as versatile. Next is the NEO AnyPad. This is an unresponsive pad. It's very durable and it's mainly used for the NEO Freerider, and it's sized for large bearings. Next is the Barking Spider Gummies. These are 0.555 size. That number refers to the inner diameter of the pad, the other size being 0.53. These are made from a gum rubber or natural tree rubber as opposed to synthetic. They are more responsive than average pads, so one is usually plenty. Next is the Chaz pad. Unlike the Barking Spider Gummies, these are synthetic rubber, but they're also low in response and they have a larger inner diameter to accommodate the 0.555 size. Next we have the Central Bearing Company pads. These also come in two sizes. There's the 888 size and then the small Yo-Yo Factory metal size. They are completely silicone and they are not too responsive nor unresponsive. Next we have the Crucial Ghost pad. This is also a silicone pad. They're usually very responsive at first, but after you wear them in, they become much less responsive. They come in two sizes, thick and large, and thick and medium sized. Now we have the Diffio 0.555 diff pad. These come in thick and thin sizes. They are easier to install than the original diff pads, and they have the larger inner diameter. Next is the Diffio diff pad. This comes in two sizes, the first one being the 0.03 inches thick one and the 0.015 inches thin one. These are less responsive but will still bind very tightly. Moving on to the General Yo Gen Pad. These are 0.555 sized. One or two pads is optional. Two will make it more responsive. One will be about average. And they come in a smooth or a textured surface. The smooth one better for unresponsive and the texture for a more responsive play. Next is the General Yo Hat Pad. We have three different sizes of these. The first one is the thicker pad with the smooth surface. We have a thick pad with a textured surface, and then a thin pad with a smooth only surface. All three of these provide varying levels of response, and they work best with groove response systems. These are the Kintaro Pads. The Kintaro Pads come in large and medium sizes. The large size has a larger surface area than a normal grooved pad. They're made for pad recessed yo-yos, meaning a slightly recessed response system, and they're also made for large bearings. The medium pad, however, is made for small bearing yo-yos, but it is also pad recessed. Next is the Kintaro Pad .555 size. This has a larger inner diameter, which makes it easier for installing in sticker type yo-yos. Next we have the Kintaro Diffy-Yo Diff Pad size. It comes in two surfaces, one is textured and one is smooth. Both are fairly unresponsive. It has a larger surface area than the standard Kintaro pads, and it has the larger diameter for the large size bearings. The next Kintaro pad is for Flowable Silicone type Yo-Yo Factory 888. Don't be fooled by the name. This is the same material as the other Kintaro pads, except for it's primarily for the Yo-Yo Factory 888 yo-yo. This next Kintaro pad is a specialized pad for the Jason Lee 888. It's the same thing as the other Kintaro pads, except for it's a special size for the Jason Lee 888 edition. Moving on to the Turning Point K-Pad. K-Pad is just short for Kintaro pad. These are made from silicone and they come in two sizes. One is the 888 size and the other is the plastic grind machine size. The K-Pads also come in many colors. Next is the String Theory pad. These come in two sizes. The first one is .062 inches and the other one is .032 inches. These are mainly made for String Theory's remnant yo-yo. It works like flowable silicone except as a pad. Last is the Yo-Yo Recreation Silicone Sticker. These are made mostly for the 44 Recreation yo-yos. They are low in response and tight on binds. They come in an 888 size but are slightly thinner. They also have three types of density: hard, medium, and soft, and they are also available in three different colors.